All right, I got another one going here. Let me bring you in a little bit. Someone asked about the first Eric solo record with Delaney.
Yeah.
He wanted to know about where the photos were shot. So he mentioned something about an apartment or something like that. I really don't know.
No, we shot them at a studio there, a big recording and movie studio. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me, but.
Can you remember the setup and how that thing went? And
Yeah, well, Barry Feinstein and them had a big, it was like a sound stage room and big tall ceilings and everything. It was like a Warner Brothers thing.
Right.
No. Herb Alpert.
A&M?
A&M, that's where it was.
There you go.
Could you drive through the thing where Charlie Chaplin used to go in and out?
Right.
Yeah, so it was A&M, and they had a building, and I guess it was designed for photography and everything. But Barry Feinstein and Tom Wilkes and Alan Parisi, they had it all set up. They had a ladder in there and a bunch of rolls of backdrop. And Barry did all the shots of Janis Joplin and people like that. You see the crinkled background behind them. That's Barry Feinstein's work. You know, he did All Things Must Pass album. But they had it set up for us to go in there and have a photo shoot. It had a ladder. You know.
Do you remember who he was telling who to move where or anything like that? How was it?
Oh yeah, they positioned everybody, you know, and kept me front and center the whole time. That's where I belonged, you know. I was a light in that whole bunch, you know. And they had Sonny Curtis and JT, you know, J.I. Allison, you know, the Crickets. They were there. Edward James Olmos, Eddie James, you know. That's funny. I didn't know that he and Don Johnson. I didn't even know I knew them. And Eddie James lived across the street from Delaney and them, right, with his wife Kaya. And a lot of Mexican food went down over there.
Well, duh.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Edward James Olmos. And then I was watching this Miami Vice or something. And I see these guys that look real familiar. And I watched it for like 6 months before it dawned on me who they were. Donnie Johnson had been to my house.
Right.
And Eddie James, you know, I had many a meal. But I didn't put them together as that being Eddie James, you know. He wanted to be a musician, turned out to be a great actor and a humanitarian, does a lot of stuff, you know, for folks. And but he was part of the thing. So it had all the band, all the road crew.
Why was Eddie James on?
He was a neighbor.
That's the only reason he was in the photo shoot?
Yeah. He was a neighbor and a friend, you know.
Sounds about right.
I mean, all those, you know.
She's always.
Well, anyway, they had us all in there, and Eric was peeling an apple, you know, in a chair, and so we were all standing around. They took the shot. That was it, you know.
Really? Just
yeah.
that, and then you were off.
And we were off, yeah.
And what happened afterwards?
Well, I don't know. We all went somewhere, you know, Hollywood, you know.
Oh, lots
You don't remember anything after it, you know.
Yeah, right, sure.
I think we probably went to that club and who's that guy, black dude that's in jail now. But he had a TV show and they got him for molesting all these women. Bill Cosby.
Oh,
he showed up at the thing and got up there and started playing cowbell, and we're playing at some joint down in Hollywood, you know. He goes, doo, 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 doo. I mean,
Bill Cosby.
Oh,
Got up and
yeah,
played
we
with
couldn't. We got off the stage after that, you know. Man did not have rhythm. You know, apparently didn't have.
You know
good
who else
sense
used to
either.
hang around Delaney was David Carradine. He showed his.
David Carradine, he was a piece of work. But you know, there's a lot of guys. You know, Hoyt Axton. You know, everybody loved Delaney Bramlett for a little while anyway. I went to Michael Park's house a couple of times with Delaney.
Me too.
You know, out there in the orchard in the valley.
Yeah, he had avocados.
Yeah, he was a good guy. I liked him. You know.
Boubouis, boubois. He used to do that all the time.
I don't
Boubouis, boubois. Well, he wanted to be a singer, and he and I would have these discussions about you know, well, actors can't sing and singers can't act.
Yeah, all musicians want to be actors, and all actors want to be musicians.
Exactly. Well, it's true.
Well, it's the Bacon brothers, you know, Kevin Bacon and his brother, Crispy. I couldn't remember his name. It just come right off there.
I mean, there's all kinds of people who used to get up with us and play.
Yeah. Everybody.
John
wanted-
Bon Jovi to what was that guy who ruined his looks, and he was
There's a bunch of them.
Jan Michael Vincent got
Oh
up.
yeah, he
and
went
then,
downhill fast. Everybody wanted to be a part of that Delaney, Bonnie and Friends. Everybody wanted to be a friend for a moment, you know.
even way after.
Yeah. But I mean, forever after, you know.
Oh God, you wouldn't believe the hangers-on that came after.
Oh, I'm sure.
And everybody thought they
If I'd have thought about it,
his
I'd have got
best
that
friend.
painting, or that thing Alan gave me, that Delaney Bonnie sticker with a ticket. But yeah, it was really interesting. There's always something going on around that bunch. You know, that Bermond bunch. There's always something going on. And for the most part, it was all in a good way. I mean, everybody came for all the right reasons, you know.
Right.
And
all left for the same reason.
And they all left for the same reason, yeah. But, you know, that's history now.
Yeah.
I guess this is what this is all about. History. Yeah. Some guy wrote the other day, and he said I should be a professor in a college and in music history and specialize in the 70s, you know.
Right. Certain part of the 70s.
Certain professor in a college and in music history and specialize in the 70s, you know.
Right. The McCullough aren't brothers.
No, hell, I didn't. You know
Being
what?
funny.
I just assumed that. You know,
Right.
Jimmy McCullough. You know, he was with Thunderclap Newman. He was a lovely little guy, and he used to come and hang out with me when I had Ringo's house in Sunny Heights, across the street from Tom Jones. Man, oh boy, I bet he was glad when I left, because I was always up to something at 2 and 3 in the morning playing loud, you know.
Then he eventually sang your song, so
Yeah, he did. He eventually sang, you know,
So
this
you
time
probably-
there won't be no next time.
probably thought you weren't so bad after all.
Yeah. I got to meet him, you know.
Yeah. That's a good thing. All right. Thank
All right.
you.
That was fun, you know.
Bye. My finger's freezing.